Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Hoppers, today joined by
Brett.
of Venomyces, checking out a newer beer from Northern Monk, made in collaboration with Other Half. That's not a hazy IPA. I fucking love that. This is so fun. This is the Northern Monk and Other Half Best Bitter. This is an obvious tribute to another famous Yorkshire brewery, the famous Samuel Smith. The label looks so much like that little star there. It's like almost like the same as the star kind of ish of flower logo that is on the Samuel Smith bottle.
But also the way
the design and it just looks
how
like
it's kind of framed. The whole logo is very much in that vein.
I think it's a very cool tribute. It says this label issued only by Northern Monk. It says brewed in the north the same way since 2020 because it's a new release. Authentic taste, traditional pale ale, best bitter. Yorkshire, Great Britain, New York, United States, and then like Great Britain is I think it's the Yorkshire area. Yeah, that logo is from, and then America's got bald eagles. Yeah. So is their attempt at making a best bitter? You know, there's like ESB, there is bitter, there's best bitter, there is extra special bitter is usually a little bit stronger. So best bitter is, I guess it's more similar to a bitter. But I'm not entirely sure if it's just a name that you use for marketing reasons. Yeah. Because I know like ESB is
higher quality bitter.
And it's these pub ales with some nice classic hopping and loads of esters usually. I think they're nice on cask. I've had a little bit of a renaissance with these kind of beers. Yeah. So 4.3%. Very classic stuff. It's 30 IBUs, so actually some decent bitterness. And the hops in here are Ernest and East Kent Golding. Ernest being a newer hop from the Charles Farren breeding program, and East Kent Golding, also known as the Canterbury hop, quite famous in beers like this. So it's got a little description here about brewing and like how they got where they are now. But I think this will be fun. You already had it, so you know what it's going to be like. What's going to be
like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah,
it looks nice. It's like a hazy golden orange color. I imagine like yeast wise they'd use the same as they use for the New England IPAs. Yeah, because that's classic English yeast, and in these kind of beers you also want some of those esters and stuff like this. So it's
just a very different hop combo.
Yeah, but it's a nice looking, slightly hazy best bitter. Yeah, and if you got it at a pub, it'd probably not look like this. It'd be non-hazy, but it looks nice. Yeah, I wonder if it's like dry hopped or like what they did to it. I didn't do any research, but and then white hill. Let's check out the aroma. Yeah, it's quite aromatic. It smells like almost like a British bitter on steroids. Like it's almost IPA like.
I'm getting nettles and orange marmalade.
Loads of orange marmalade, but it's very punchy on the aromatics.
Yeah, but it's
nettles like that, grassy, nettle-y, spicy East Kent Golding, but there is a little bit of as you said, like apricot marmalade or orange marmalade. Yeah,
which I think it reminds me of that. Yeah, and that's very, very British, especially the orange marmalade thing.
But if you went to a traditional brewery, I think this would be too hoppy almost. Yeah, but I don't mind. It smells nice.
But I wouldn't say it's like massively aromatic.
And there is like some fresh biscuity bready malt in there too. It smells,
and for sure esters.
Yeah. I think that's part of the marmalade.
Yeah, and that sweetness,
It smells quite nice. Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow, that is so nostalgic to drink, man. I loved bitters back in the day. Yeah. When I was getting into beer, like best bitters and bitters.
Again, just like sessional beers that are dry. Yeah, I really like those.
And they have like a good amount of flavor. It's kind of almost ESB like because it's so bitter. I think it's more bitter than a classic British bitter. Yeah. And ESBs often, I remember, had a bit more bitterness. But it's not as sweet. It's more to the dry side.
Yeah. It definitely has like a lingering, nestle-y, herbal bitterness to it.
Yeah, nestle-y and herbal and spicy. Yeah. And grassy. And
spicy, definitely,
and marmalade, but I think the marmalade it's not as forward. Actually, I think it could use a bit more esters in terms of yeast, just to have a bit more of that kind of thing. And maybe this is also even like a little bit too cold. Yeah. When compared to when getting it at a pub. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that hides a bit of the sweetness from the esters. But
Most
but
likely.
when Tobias and I had the exact same experience.
Yeah.
Like it could use just a bit more of that sweetness that is there in the aroma. It could use that, up front, taste wise.
Man, it's so fun to drink a best bitter again, or just a style like this.
It's just so different.
Yeah, compared to what you're used to,
Yeah.
it's like it tastes like beer.
Yeah.
It's beer that tastes like beer. I think if you serve this to people back in the day, they wouldn't say maybe like if you were a lager drinker, you'd say it doesn't taste like beer. That's grandpa's drinking. It's like fruity and but
it's
we've talked about a lot to going to the wharf. Now they finally opened up again.
Yeah.
So we'll eventually have to go there and get some cask ale and to do some video on, and also the Kira beer we've been talking a lot about.
Yeah.
But I think this is nice. I don't think it's a mind-blowing beer or anything. It's just a nice drinking session beer that takes you back a bit to simpler times.
I think the esters are coming a bit more forward as you taste it.
Mm-hmm. And it's like orange marmalade and apricot marmalade, especially orange marmalade.
Yeah.
Almost like there's a little bit of a ginger vibe.
Actually, yeah. Just like a hint of it.
And I think it's pretty good. I'm like 88.
Yeah.
I don't want to go higher because I think there's some traditional examples I'd like more because they have more esters and.
I would just like it maybe to just have a bit more balance.
Yeah.
Just
because it's very spiky on classic hops.
Yeah.
And actually, East Kent Golding, like in general, like huge amounts, I think it gets too spicy. We did a work an English golden ale with loads of East Kent Golding, and I think it's too spicy when you use a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking like 87, 88.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very durable. We're like a 375 on Untapped. Fun to see them do this. It'd be interesting to see if they do like for an extra stout next or something like with a similar logo.
Yeah.
Or do what else is very like classic British? Do like a brown ale
or a mild.
Yeah, stuff like that. Fuck, it'd be fun if they turn this into a collab series where they collaborate with different breweries from around the world. Hype breweries and make whatever that's not traditional and make classic British beer.
Yeah. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, and really cool, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, an 88 for an 87, 88.
Yeah.
For Northern Monk and Other Half's Best Bitter. It's been a long time since we reviewed something like this. This could almost be a throwback Thursday, but it's a new beer, so technically not. But yeah, this was fun. So if you guys had a chance to try this one, let us know what you thought of it. As always, subscribe, check the Facebook fan page, Twitter, and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and work on the site. Cheers. Cheers to you guys in another beer review.